Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and in this video I will show you how to calculate and measure money you need to spend for electricity. It's especially important when you have photovoltaics on your roof and you want to find out how many money you can save by producing your own electricity and don't need to pay for it. When you take a look on my dashboard, on my production home assistant over there, you can see I have some meters which shows how much I saved today and how much I paid today for my electricity, and also how much I paid or saved or sold to the grid electricity today, in this month and in this year. Now I'm recording this then 1st of January 2024, so month and day it's the same value, but I have also saved money all the time since I start measuring this and cost my energy price in same period where I bought energy from my electricity provider. So that way you can find out when your PV solar panels photovoltaic will paid out, when this value will be the same with that you paid for set it up on your roof. Afterwards, every single kilowatt hour from your photovoltaic will be completely free. So somebody will ask why I do that when we have energy dashboard from Home Assistant, and yes, it's quite obvious that you can put all these things here inside dashboard, and it will calculate for you consumption, how much it used, and how much you have sold, and total for grid for energy. But it's not calculating. This was more interesting about how much sun provided energy we have used in the house, and how much supposed to cost this when we don't have photovoltaics on the roof. So I cannot calculate this one right now in the 2023 last version of Home Assistant. It's not possible to put some kind of cost to solar energy yet. And other thing is those values over there, they are part of statistics, and it's quite difficult to pull it out from there and use it other places on the dashboard or somewhere else in some graphics in Grafana or something like this. So I do it that way. Some other people will ask, okay, why you don't just take your kilowatt hours produced by sun in the particular month or year or something, and multiply it with energy price. Yeah, it can be done if you have flat rate on energy price, but I don't have it. Many countries in Europe, especially in Denmark, for example, we paying for electricity different prices on every hour, and it's changing all the time. So we need to calculate the energy price every hour. And when we take a look on my demo version, we have some sensors we're going to work with, and these sensors we need, it's a energy meter in kilowatt hours of the electricity we consumed from the grid, and it's just total increasing energy meter. The same energy meter for electricity we have sent to the grid, sold to the grid, and also energy meter for electricity provided by the sun. So we're going to work with three energy meters, and also we need to have an entity which shows us right now price for energy buy from grid, how much it costs to buy it, and how much we can have for selling energy to the grid right now. Those 5 sensors we're going to use, and we're going to use some other things. Home Assistant, obviously, and we need to have also influx database, and we need to have a node RAID where we're going to work with it. So the way how we do it is, for example, with a consumption, we need to take this value at the run hour and write it down somewhere, and after 1 hour is gone, so we take this value again, it will be higher of course, and write it down again, subtract those two values from each other, so we have kilowatt hours which we have used in the particular hour, and we're going to multiply this with the price. So we have a value in right now in Danish crowns or euro or whatever currency you're using, how much it cost us to use this. And the same apply also for production values, where we are going to find out how much we have produced in kilowatt hours from the sun, and multiply this with a price for import energy. So we will have a value about how many money we don't have to pay for energy because we have photovoltaics. So like I said, we need node RAID we're going to work with, and the influx database where we're going to store our data, our meters inside, and we also need the node RAID companion from Hux, so we can make some kind of entities inside Home Assistant again when our measurement and calculation are done. Those things we need to have. If you don't know how to install it, or how to start with InfluxDB or node RAID, leave a comment. Maybe I will make another video how to start it up. Otherwise, you can also find this anywhere on YouTube or other places, some kind of tutorials. So let's get started. First, we need to make a new database in our InfluxDB, which we're gonna use to save our data, and we're just creating one that it's called let's say underscore power GMP power management. That's fine. So apply, and retention policies, it's forever. It will not going to delete any of our inputs right there. And we have our meters right there, so we're going to use them in our Node-RED. Inside the Node-RED, you need also install one extra node, which is not coming some standard, and we're going to use it. It's called the Cron Plus. It is a node which will start our calculation. Just need to find it somewhere. Maybe I just need to install it. No, it's there. If you don't have it over there, you just need to go to menu and manage palettes and install and search for Cron Plus. It's this one, so you just need to press install. Right. So we have this, and we need to take our sensors right there. We have 5 of them, so we just need 5 nodes because we need all our sensors inside, and we can start with power consumption. I think it's called energy import. Oh. I need to take a look. Power meter consumption, it's called. Power meter consumption is this one, and we need a value as a number, and we also need to add one more attribute to our flow, what is called topic. And this topic, we'll call it the current consumption. Right. So we have one. We can also give a name, so we know what's this, but we don't need to, because it's yeah. If you want to, you can do it, but it's not necessary. So we do the same with power meter exported. And also number. And we also need a topic. Those topics you will find out a little bit later why it's important that we have them. Right. So we need one more measurement about the kilowatt hours, which is solar yield, and it's called the PV. I think PV production total is, that's my meter. We do it a number again and adding one more topic. This one will also called current consumption. It's can be the same actually on this one, and it's number, so it's also important. Fine. And we need to have a price from our energy provider, energy export price and import price. So we can find export price over there. We have to also have a number, and we add a topic again, which it be called price. And we do the same with import price. This is what we need to pay for energy when we're buying it, and we will add a topic price on it also. Right. So now we have this one, maybe we can put it down there. So now we have those things, and we need to activate those ones and put it inside a database. We're going to activate it with Cron Plus, and this is very nice node, because we can actually make it happen once an hour, and we will say we're going to use it 55 seconds, 59 minutes, every hour, every day, every year, all the time actually. So this will be triggered 55 seconds past the minute at 59 minutes past the hour. So we just need this like that. And we don't just have to connect them together. Oh. So they're going to be triggered, and what we do with this, we're going to put them inside the database. And for a database we need a node to our influx database, and influx db in. This means we're going to send it inside inside our database. Right, it's the wrong one, I think. We need this one. We have to put it inside the database, right? And we have to create a new database, or a new server. We will call it whatever we want, but database, it just is this one we just created in our influx gmt, and those password and username we used to our influx when we made it. This is just example, so it's not very difficult. And this measurement we will call, let's say we'll call it power consumption from grid. I'll do it a little bit faster with some copy paste, so you don't have to wait forever for me. And we just need to connect it to there. And the same we do with the other ones. We can also put our price inside the database. It's not necessary for this example, but maybe it's good to have it when you will make some kind of dashboards or graphs or something like that. How much energy cost through the months and years. So we do the same with export energy, but we'll call it energy export to grid. and price export, we can call it export price. If we this actually not so much is not so much important right now with this, but we need to have it not the same and the other one. This one will be our energy yield, and power consumption from grid. This one is right. Export price. This one we need to change the name because it is energy price import. So we can say price import. So that way, when our Cron Plus will activate the flow, we will take all these entities and put it inside our database. We can try to deploy flow and take a look if it's working how we would like to, and we just can trigger this manually, so we can see that it has been sent to database, and we can also check in our database if it is coming inside. And we have our database, and we have the values from just right now where we pushed the value inside. The next step is we need to ask database about how this sensor, this entity looked like for 1 hour ago, and we're going to use a query from our database, and this query, it will looks like this. And I do it little bit copy paste, so you don't have to wait for me when I going to write that. But we querying a value from database power management and the value of a point which is called power consumption from grid, where the time is from now older than 70 minutes and not older than 70 minutes, and maybe we'll do it from now and between 70 and 50 minutes old. So we need a value which was stored 1 hour ago, so it's 60 minutes, so it's actually between 70 and 50. I just did that a little bit wider window to get the hour, to get the value, because it is better to make it to maybe trigger it manually and have a value So we can just call it ask database power cons from grid. This is important at this one. Power consumption from grid is the same like this one. They have to match. If they not match, so it's going to throw an error. And this one we also do at the same time. So we have, maybe I don't have so much place. Oh, it's not that fine. At the same time, when we putting this one in the database, next time you're going to do it just 5 seconds before 5 o'clock in the evening. The same time we asking database for a value what was in the database 1 hour before that, and this we're going to use to calculate our price. Next thing we need to do, we have to modify this value a little bit because we need to have a topic on it, and we needed a function. Maybe it's better when we need a function to do this, and in the function we just need to make a topic, take it out from the object. So we need a payload 0 value and add a topic that's got last consumption. So it's actually payload transform. Write that. So now we have a value with a topic, and now we can join it together. So we use a node, what is called join, and what we do, we putting together those two values, and we joining them manually, where we're combining each payload with a k value object, and value as a k we're using a topic, therefore we need a topic to differentiate, to make it different, those two values, and put it in the object. And we want to send this message forward when we will count two different k value objects inside our join node. We can call it join with join two values, and now it's actually called join right now. And now this was coming out there. It's an object with value how much kilowatt hours have been last hour and how much kilowatt hours is going. It is right now on the same meter. So we just need to subtract them from each other, and again we going to use a function and a little bit copy paste. You can see now we adding a topic to output, which is called per hour, and our Mrs. payload is current consumption minus last consumption. Those last things over there, it is our topic in the payload from those nodes over there. If you wonder where is this and where it comes from. So output, it will be subtraction of those two values. We can also call it, let's say, per hour calculation. So now we have kilowatt hours calculated per hour. Right, what's next? Now we have to multiply this with our price, because this is a consumption, so we need our import price over there. So we just can a little bit move it over there, so we have more place. We just use join, Control C, Control V. We're joining this one with import price, this one, and we need to multiply our kilowatt hours with a price. So we need a function node again, and we're going to use a code which looks like this. I'm a little bit sick today, so therefore I sounds a little bit sick actually. We're doing here, we multiply price, it's a topic from our price import object over there, multiply payload per hour, and it's a topic from our junction node. And this is math round, it's a function to make it a number with 3 decimals. Otherwise it can be have 10 or 20 decimals, and it will be right crazy to work with. So output from this, we can call it price multiply hours. Multiply hours usage. And we're done. And actually output from this one, it's our price, how much money we have used on this hour on the energy. And now we can put it back in the database, and we can make a entity from it inside the Home Assistant. And you need to have Node-RED Companion installed from Hacks to make this to work inside your Home Assistant, because otherwise it will make a say error. We need to configure new sensor, and we can call it from grid. From grid, one is paint. Per hour. And we just copy paste the same over there. And device class, we can make it monetary and use our currency. Oh, right there. That was this, and can also call it the same over there from grid money spent per hour. So we have a sensor over there which will return this value inside our Home Assistant. If you want to, we can also make a database input, and we're doing this exactly the same way how we done with those one. So we do the same with our export. Energy, and I will try to do it a little bit faster. I hope I can. Just copy paste this one here, and we need to ask a database for the other. From the other sensor. Which we call the energy export to grid. Like that. And the same payload transform. And the same join. Though in payload transform we need to put a topic which is maybe we can call it last export. So we have it a little bit different, and we need a function again. And this one we need to call it it's in the topic a little bit different, and in payload exported, because this one have a topic exported and this one have a topic last exp. So we need to combine it together and export kilowatts. Is this one? If I'm sure, yes, is this one. We need to add it together, and this one over there. So we have to have join function again and multiply with hours. So we have we do the same again. We multiply price with our per hour X, which we used. Just call it something to distinguish from the other things. And output from this one, it will be our just need to have a price over there, and is export price, so it's this one. And we also make a node entity from Home Assistant. I put it inside Home Assistant actually with this, and this we're going to call new entity config, and we can write it to grid, for example, or sort to grid. Maybe it sounds better. And our entity have to see we can just call it sort to grid, where our actually sort to grid money per hour. That's better. And device class, it's a monetary again, and currency, Danish crowns. Yes, and that, and that. So now we have those two. So we need one more. We need to find out our, maybe I can zoom a little bit more, our PV production. And we do almost the same, like with this one, but it's not completely the same. We need to pull it out from our database again. So we just reuse the node, and we're gonna change our value to this one we have used to put it to the database. And we just can call it yield, because we have used the same inverter yield total over there. Therefore we have to have this like that. So we use transform again to put a topic on it, and now our topic will be last cons, because it's that we call it over there. It is our current cons, so it will be last cons, and we need to join it together with this one. So we have PV production total joined together with database with yield for 1 hour ago. So we can calculate how much kilowatts hours we have produced. So we going to calculate it per hour, and this one actually we need to change it a little bit, or we have current consumption minus less consumption inside. And now it will be a little bit more complicated, because when we just multiply this value with a price for import energy price, So it will calculate all this energy our photovoltaics produced. It will calculate all of them. But it's not necessary we have used all this energy in our house. Maybe we have sold some of this. So because of that, we need to, now we have how much we produced in this last hour, and we have also calculation over there how much we have sold, exported to the grid in this the same hour. So we also need to subtract those two from each other. So we will have a value of our energy we actually used in the house and not used or sold, maybe just to the grid. So we making join one more time with our different topics over there, because we have topic per hour exported over there, and we have topic per hour last right there. So now we have joined them, and we need to make a calculation again to make it calculate, right? And this gonna be per hour minus per hour exported. So right now output from there, it will be this energy kilowatts hours which we actually used inside the house and not exported it, because this exported energy we've actually calculated and have sent to this entity. So now we have the right value over there, and we need to join it again. Maybe I do it like that, so we can be on the screen. Like this. And what we're gonna join, we're joining this one, and we're joining price for import price, this one. So it will show us how much money we don't have to pay for energy because we have self-produced this, and so we just need to multiply those two values, and it's gonna be looks like this, because we have price again and per hour, where we have per hour from this one. It's our topic per hour. So now we have output how much per hour we have energy which we don't have to pay for, and we need an entity again. Just copy paste this one. I'm gonna create entity inside the Home Assistant, and we'll call it PV money saved per hour, and we create a new config for this inside Home Assistant, and we just use same name, and device class, it's monetary again, because it's it will be Danish crowns, right? Add and done. and connect together. So now we have almost all done with our calculations. There's one more thing we have to think about. Those join nodes, they're going to forward a payload to the next node when it will be two input payloads on it. But sometimes, if it's something not available, database is down, or something else happening when Cron Plus activates a flow, it will be just one payload reached to this node, and it will store it until and wait to the other payload. And the next time, if it's everything working and will be sent two payloads inside, it will just accept one of them and put it through to the other one. So it's not going to calculate this right. So this we need to do. We need to reset if any payload is waiting over there after our calculation. So we need to reset so it's empty. And we going to use cron node to this, but our flow is starting just 5 seconds before full hour, and right this one we're going to start maybe 5 seconds after after full hour. So it will be reset, and to reset this we just need to send a message which is called reset, and we can also call it like that. So our flow have actually 10 seconds to go through all these things, and it's more than enough. And we just need to put this reset action on all of our join nodes over there. So we make sure they not keep waiting for the other message and have something saved, some kind of message what we don't want to have. So now we have all what we need to have, and this is an option for photovoltaics without a battery. If you have a battery, so you maybe need to put the, we're going to deploy this, and we just need to wait a few hours, actually 1 hour more, to have those values from database come back and start to calculate. Because when we do it now and activate it, it's not going to have something from database, because we're missing the last entry point over there. So right now it's saying none available right there. So we need to wait. If you have a battery, so you need a little bit more complicated flow in this, I can actually show you how my production flows looks like, where I have battery, and I actually also trying to calculate how much money I spend or used for charging battery at night, where price is cheap, and using this through the window. It's a little bit more complicated with calculate also how much money I used, or how much money I have saved just only because I have battery and how it will looks like on it without a battery, how big differences are. So there's a lot more over there. Maybe I will make a video about that if it's someone interested. So you can leave a comment in the comment section. But right now we waiting a little bit to populate those sensors with real values. So now is a few hours later, and now we can see that our flow is working well. We have some, I can just hide this one. We have values, and we can see next time it's gonna be triggered about for about a half hour right now, and also it's calculating our values to our new entities, how much we spend money to buy energy from the grid, how much we have sold. We don't have sold anything right now, and it's also afternoon, so it's nothing produced by the photovoltaics. So we have those three entities right now in our home assistant. You can just check. You can check them over there under our integration from Node-RED Companion, which you need to install via hacks, and it's actually those entities right there with money spent from for energy from grid, and money saved because of photovoltaics, and money sold to the grid. But this is a value by the hour. We need to collect them together, and therefore we need a helper which is called utility meter. And let's say we call it money spent on grid energy or something like that. It completely doesn't matter. And we call it all time. An input sensor, it's our from grid energy spent per hour. This one, and we will have no cycle. This we will measure all time from the start. And this, where it's important, we had to put it some net consumption because it can increase and decrease. Sometimes it's happened, not very often, but sometimes prices in Scandinavian are negative. That means you get paid for use energy, and energy prices can be so much negative that you can actually go down with your money spent because you get paid for the energy. And we need also put this one as delta values, because all this small amount of money from the sensor coming every hour, it's just should be added to our meter. It is not the absolute value, and this one can we actually turn off. So when we just do it like that, so we have a new utility meter which will show us our money spent on grid. And the same we can do same sensor to exactly the same which pointing the same exactly the same entity, but this one can we, for example, reset daily. So we have money spent to grid on grid. Actually, I wrote grid energy daily is, and we will reset this sensor daily, and the same here and here, and submit. So we going to have two of them, one which measuring all the time and one with measuring just one day, and we'll reset to 0 and start measuring again next day. And the same you can do with the other two, with money saved per hour because of photovoltaics, and money exported for exported energy. So you can have a lot of sensors. One of them can measure all time from the start, and the others can reset by month, by day, by week, or wherever you like. So it looks like this. I putting link to this particular flow in the description of this video, so you can install it in your own home assistant. You just need to do import and select a file from the place you have it, and maybe you will need to just make your entities IDs names different so it match your own entities. So that was all about that in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a like if you like it, and leave a comment if you want to say something about that, or maybe you have a better approach to this problem. And see you in the next video.